In this video, we'll look into SQL Q&A part 15. Question 1. How many email addresses are there starting with AL? So let us check this table. Select email address from AdventureWorks 20%. Execute. So these are all the email addresses. So we want to check how many email addresses are there which are starting with AL. So for that, let's select email address from VentureWorks 2017 email address where email address like AL person should be in single quotes. So we want to know how many of them are there. So we should say count. If I executed this now, there are 728. So we can just check this. So the 728 are there. Check it down. So if we just check all the email addresses where email address like KL%, we should get 728 rows here. So there are 728 rows. Go down, there are 728 rows. So that's how we can find out how many email addresses are there starting with AL%. Now, second question would be question 2. Are there any email addresses where @ symbol is missing? So for this, we'll take the select email address from here. Just copy that. So we need the email address from this table where if any of the email addresses doesn't have @ symbol. So email address, we can find out the @ symbol using the char index. Char index, we want @ symbol in email address. We want char index @ symbol comma email address. We'll just give this will give us the position. So if there is any @ symbol, then it will give that position from venture.email.person.email address where char index of email address, the position is 0. If that position is 0, then there are no email addresses. So first of all, let us execute up to this point without the wait clause. So we got this at the rate of symbol is position 3 here, A0 and A1 at. Here it is the position is 7, Aaron at. So that's how we get the positions here. All these. So where that position is 0, that means that at the rate symbol is not found. So if I execute here this, there is no email address which has got that position is equal to 0. That means all the email addresses got this at the rate of symbol. So this is how we can check whether the valid email address or not, based on the position of this at the rate of symbol. Now question 3, what are the max and min email address IDs? So let us take this query. Then we have to add this email address ID column to this. Email address ID. So select email address ID, email address from this table, and we need the max of email address ID, comma, minimum of email address ID. Max of email address ID and min of email address ID. So if I execute this, 19972 is the max, and give it as a alias name, maximum, this one, minimum, 19972 and 1. So if we see the actual email address IDs from this, verify this, email address ID, you can just order by email address ID. Starting from 1 and going up to 1997. So that's how we can find out the max and min. Next question would be, get all records whose order date is greater than a particular date. So let's see this table, sales test table. Execute. We have all these records. We have 2019 531 and 2019 630 dates. So if we want to retrieve only records after June 1st, then 2019 531 records will not show. So how do we do that? So select, we need this from this table. We take salesperson ID and order date, sales, where, order date, is greater than 29 6 and 1st June. So it should be greater than 1st June. Let us put this in single quotes. Now if I execute this, so this is 2019 6/30. So the records which have got 2019 5/31 have been eliminated. We got only records which are greater than June 1st 2019. If you like the video, please subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. For notifications on upcoming videos, please click on the bell icon.